after it, MP.
No cohesion.
You see this?
What's on his head?
A hot.
We're still very early in the season. What are these teams right now doing to maintain success through the year?
Well, this is the time for coaches to experiment with lineup combinations. And for the players, it's important they learn each other's tendencies and try and work on building chemistry.
Now here's Rondo. A slam dunk by Rondo.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
They get it again. Here's Holmgren. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Randall, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Rondo finds Randall. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
And here are the Thunder now. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
An interconference matchup. They faced these guys twice a season. And last year, they took both games.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. His scoring average of about 32.5 points a game tells you all you need to know about how dangerous a player he can be.
Gilgeous-Alexander needs to keep taking these shots in order for his game to expand.
The shot by Rondo is no good. Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
A unique type of player. Chet with great length and skill, but the keys to reaching his potential will be durability and improving his strength.
Rondo scanning the floor. Connects from three-point range. Rondo's got 5.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Holmgren at the elbow. Pass to Giddey. The 10-footer. Again, the Thunder score. Hey, Greg, Holmgren is thin, but as we both know, he's very tough.
He's aggressive and willing to take contact at both ends. He's also strong mentally. Can't wait to see what the future holds for this young man.
The Thunder have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Randall, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Rondo finds Randall, and that one, good.
And that's how you execute the pick and roll. Randall slicing well after setting the screen. Good timing.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Rondo. Shot from 12. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
So for the Knicks, Obi Toppin's checked in for Julius Randle. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Lamb. Outside Rondo from past the arc. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Now, Giddey. This game he had 13. No good that time. Knicks have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And Greg, starting your career with the Knicks, what's the pressure like playing in New York City?
I tell you, the amount of media following you, the size of the city, it can be intimidating. But if you win, man, there's nothing like playing in New York.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's New York. It's been 8 unanswered points for him, down low, and finished off by Robinson.
Well, he's just too big and too athletic to be given that kind of position. Mitchell Robinson, an easy deuce.
1:02 left to play in the first quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell.
To Giddey. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. Off target with his 3.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
So for Oklahoma City right now, the pairing up front, Bazley and Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Dort in at the 3. Here's Giddey. Mitchell Robinson making his last shot. Here he goes. And Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got 16.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on. And I love watching Mitchell Robinson play. He brings a physicality to the center position with that 7-foot, 240-pound frame.
And the three-point shot has just been money so far tonight.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Randall grabs the board. And Brent, about Mitchell Robinson. He is fun to watch down low.
So dominant. He uses that body to his advantage to gain position. And right now he's at that time in his career where he's still sharing time and looking for a full-time starting role. I think that's on the horizon.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the made shot from Rondo. Giddey against Brunson. Shot from 12. Giddey, no good. The Knicks leading by 3. Randall right side. Outside for Rondo. Fires for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 9. And the call will go against Boomer. That's his first foul. Reddish, he's checked in for the Knicks. Quickly comes in for Jalen Brunson. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Bazley passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. To the inside, Rondo. And Rondo with the stuff.
And this is right around the
27. You can score 30 on these guys with your on hand. Pete.
For New York. And Brent, as an NBA player, there's tremendous competition, but also shared respect, and some say a brotherhood. How does that all balance out?
I think, Kevin, there's a clear line of delineation of what you're talking about once playoff time hits the NBA. I mean, during the regular season, you see a lot of guys spending some time with one another, but come playoff time, I'd be hard-pressed to find that kind of interaction because guys know what's on the line, they know what's at stake, and competition always reigns supreme.
And so here is Oklahoma City after New York gets the three. The 9-foot shot. The Thunder with another miss.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end, and they can't find a way to get the embers going.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic. Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And the Knicks good for two.
Seemed to be laying in the weeds there in the first quarter, but now we're seeing him come out, put all the cards on the table, and ramp it up.
Dort with a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Such a wide-open look.
Next step kind of action there from Shea as he's able to find the open teammate.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Toppin passes to Rondo. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And having a whale of a game from three-point range. He drained 3 of them in that first quarter and has added 3 more here in the second.
Stolen by Quickly. And a fast break now for New York. Pushes it down to finish the break.
They have a good plan going right now. They're starting to create separation.
A game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And we finished one half of basketball. Knicks out front, up by 15. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Don't stop doing what you're doing. Keep it going.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
Well, we know that Shep always thinks he's the best rookie in the league, especially with the way he's played. He might be right. One-of-a-kind athlete in the league, full of elite talent.
Owens talks a big game, really does, but he's been able to back it up every step of the way. Let's turn our attention to that first half, which left a big deficit on the board for the Thunder.
They're getting abused in the paint defensively, letting their opponents set the tone. If you can't match up physically, you're toast. And that's what the scoreboard is reflecting right now. Toast with butter.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. A fantastic game from Boomer in this one.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Randall and Robinson will be the inside pair. Cameron Reddish is out there with Boomer, and it's Lamb at the 3, the small forward. So that's how Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Now here's Giddey, guarded by Reddish. Giddey the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And Giddy with a little giddy up on that pass.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Knicks. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. Hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. And good. Got the English that time as he falls. Rondo's got 30.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Giddy the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he dunks it down.
Shea at 6'5" is such a tough defensive assignment. Has great handle. He can do some damage from anywhere on the floor.
You know, one thing Greg the Thunder have done a great job drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past, a few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James.
Josh Giddey, first field foul. Substitution on the court.
Tries to the hoop. And the
first field foul. At the line for the Knicks. At the line. One shot.
That's good from Rondo. Just 4 seconds left in the third. 1 second left. The shot will not fall. And so it's New York.
75. The Thunder. 49.
And with the fourth.
Get in there and take care of business, MP.
Got this.
We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Knicks.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Boomer.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got Williams, also Shea Gilgeous-Alexander out there. And it's Holmgren into the 4 slot. Over in the corner, Williams. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Here is Rondo. This one for 3. Off on that one. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.